Now this is what exactly we call poor waste disposal in one of the slums of Kampala called Kamwokya. This is where people dump all wastes mixed. We can see polythene, we can see plastic, we can see waste products, food remains and all that.
As this project, we are mainly looking at the biggest problem right now as plastic. So here we are trying to upscale the whole idea, not just recycling and upcycling, but here we have another idea of stopping the cycle itself by transforming the waste we have in terms of plastic into building materials, stepping tiles, and transforming it. But when you transform it, it means it is not going back into circulation. Where it is, it has stopped. That is the main idea we are trying to do. Because recycling and upcycling is not enough. It's good, but it's not enough. We have to stop the whole cycle.
When you look at the topography of our slum, and of course most of the slums, because most of the slums, it's very hard to find a slum on the top of a hill.
Yeah.
So when you look at the topography of slums, they are located down here. So we have a number of erosions, like wind, water, whenever it rains. The plastics are being driven through the drainage system and come and affect us. So when they reach the slum, they block the drainage system. Now flooding is going to be the answer. And once the flooding comes out, now diseases are going to emerge in these houses which are near those drainage systems. So we have come up with different things, innovations like the plastic pavers, the plastic eco brick. We are planning to make iron sheets, but this time not iron, plastic. Eco, rooftops. Yeah. For instance, this bottle contains over 200 polythene plastics, and we have trained over 300 women in this slum and nearby, and they are the ones now who pack, sort, and fill these bottles and then sell them to us in a way of empowering them. Then we make use of these and we make them bricks for construction. Our traction is so big. Both we have changed the socio-economic and environmental spheres of people. Yeah, why? Because, for instance, we have constructed over 6 public toilets, and the biggest contains 50,000 bottle bricks, like this one, of which one contains 200 polythene. So if I tell you to count, multiply the polythene times the 50,000 bricks that we have used to construct, then you will know that we have done really something to help the community and the environment. Yeah. Then we have created jobs where they have not been. The women are the most vulnerable, and the people with disabilities in the slum. They're the most vulnerable when it comes to acquiring income from jobs, So we created jobs for such people. Women are now able to pick, pack, and sort these bottles, this plastic, and make tough brick and sell them to us. Yeah. We have also promoted the environment automatically, and hygiene has been promoted. Yeah, at least we've done something. By introducing seedbed tree planting, now we are finding a solution to the quickest method or formula of planting trees within a short time and without using a lot of energy. So with the seedbed planting, we have a seed, as you see, the one I'm handling. Here there's a bag containing 20 balls. So we are making a pack, and we put a t-shirt that includes someone who planted, I planted trees when I came to Uganda. Then it has a catapult which someone uses to plant instead of using a hole. Yeah. So we get a seed of a tree, for instance, acacia tree. We have examples of acacia seeds, and we put one seed in this ball. So this ball contains our compost manure. 95% of it is compost manure and contains 5% clay. and clay is acting as a binder.
Yes.
So we put the seed inside and we make a ball. It is a playful game for the kids.
Yes.
Yeah, we engage with the kids in making this.
Yes.
So then after we keep it in a cool dry place, and one advantage for this is you can safeguard, you can keep this seed inside for over 200 years, provided it is kept in a cool dry place. Then when time reaches for planting, you don't need a hoe, you don't need those boots, you don't need to make those, walk a lot of distance. Some areas are impenetrable, you never go there to dig and plant. So you just have to stand somewhere and zoom. So when rain comes, germination begins in this ball and the tree will come out. Yeah. So our target is to plant 10 million trees in the next 5 years in Uganda only. So if we are to reach the 1 trillion trees planted all over the world to counteract with the global emissions.
Innovations like Ghetto Research Lab, this is where they come to help the community and also to add impact to help the environment. This is where they come, collect, sort, remove, and also pick all the polythene bags to go and create the innovative products that I've talked about, to create and also reduce the impact of this waste and the harm it is causing to the environment at large. It is quite enormous here and phenomenal. You don't want to come here and see because, it is too much. In a bid to bring you very different, impactful climate change interventions and voices that are going to continue promoting advocacy towards encouraging masses and populations to continue protecting the environment and not destroying the environment, we are continuing with our nationwide tour to make sure that we cover very important and vivid sceneries or features in the entire country in a bid to make sure that the environment is protected very well. Here where I am, I'm at River Rwizi in Western Uganda, a river that hails from the Buheju Hills and it navigates through the 11 districts of Western Uganda. Now when you're seeing very many people are using this river, others are using it as a point of recreation, others are dumping a lot of stuff in it. We are in a part of Uganda where people are cattle keepers, they graze a lot of animals and they bring them and drink from here. What does that mean? It means that this river is very important for the coexistence of people in the society, providing back the water to the society and also economically making the societies able.
Nikutuyamba mu ngero nyingi ekyo kubanza niguyamba abantu bingi abakuyamu emmere eyokushwa ebyenyanja harimo ebyenyanja n'obusonzi bingi mbwenu nibashwamu abantu bingi kandi banabiramu nibogeramu nibinemu swimming pool mo bakataho beach ifokozera hariho ka beach kako ga mugero ogu then yes nitabakoza nikutuyamba munonga kache nihaje gwatuyamba ina bakuja kutawa amizi bagatwara ina bagatwarira turya utine mirimo tuja tubatayira amizi tukabatwarira.
The major problem we have is mindset of both our local people and leaders. Most leaders have contributed a lot to the degradation of this river. Because cases have been reported, we have written stories, we have consulted them, but nothing has been done. People have constructed houses, people excrete directly into the river, people have built hotels along the river. People are dumping direct from house to the river. You eat food, you eat a yellow banana, you dump
direct.
You eat a cake from your polythene bag, you throw direct into the river. Then when we come to authorities,
yes,
they have tendered service providers who have less manpower to gather all the garbage that is generated within Mbarara. If you are to walk around the streets, these cars just speed off while carrying garbage. It goes around spilling off. When rain comes, it is washed and goes direct to the river.
One of the disadvantages of poorly managing waste and also disposing of waste in a very natural resource like this one, like River Rwizi, it causes silting. And also another cause of poorly degrading the banks of this river, it also adds a lot of soil and sand into the river, narrowing the surface area for the flow of water. It causes silting, which silting now causes the river to burst its banks and it overflows all over the place. As you can see right here, these are signs that River Rwizi overflew and it ejected out the polythene, the waste products that were dumped into the river. And these are the things that we are telling the public to avoid.
Most of the industries around are operating in the name of hiding themselves that they have got all the requirements. But when actually they are the hazardous problems, issues, I don't know all the terms that I can use to explain this, but they are the root cause of everything. Because every plastic bottle comes from an industry. Direct excretion from the industry. Dirty water, this full of chemicals, direct from the industry. So, or when you start from a little bit Ruharo, all that stretch via down there in Rwizi Cell, come down Kamomo, all those, they are full of industries. What we don't know, are they really confirmed by NEMA to operate around that area?
Okay.
This is the place I was telling you, Chahi, where almost every bottle that is collected within River Rwizi corrects itself. As you can see, these are drug bottles from the hospital, those are cannulas.
Yes.
So everything collects itself here, and
it comes along with the river as it flows down.
As it flows around.
Yes.
So anything that is dumped in the river, it comes and it rotates here for some days.
Okay.
And due to our advocacy,
yes,
in news and maybe other things, through posts, social media and all that,
yes,
you can see the levels of the garbages have a little bit decreased,
okay,
due to advocacy. As you can see the other side, there are posters. Those were because of us advocating for this. So there is a group called Abahumuriza. They regularly come here and clean. So that's why you see this, the garbage have reduced. But did they educate people? The dangers of Buvera and all that.
Yeah.
First hold meetings, reach down the people in the villages and all those people, teach them. Go to the root of this nation, which are schools and families. Teach these children, teach these parents how to train their children. Put much emphasis on children. They are the grown citizens. They are the presidents, they are the ministers. But start them from school, teach them. Can't there be a lesson of environment in school?
Wow.
And you do an exam at the end of your P7, do you think you will forget? If we continue digging deep and bringing out this information, I have a feeling that we can shape Uganda we need, we can bring back the environment we need.
Each one, teach one. If we all work together, get the people sensitized, especially from early ages, by the time they are adults, by the time they are adolescents, then it will be natural to dispose of your waste in a much more acceptable manner.